anytime he rose on his feet, he took on the system and made sure that he spoke his mind on every aspect. I remember distinctly at caucus meetings, he would storm out because he thought that we're on the wrong path. And many times, I agreed with him.
Video be appear na amanfo say na adden na ye nim all this was say honorable Ibrahim Muntaka Mohammed say na the Suban party papa no na okasa against corruption okasa against quick money making na we ma amanfo wadwum na we na go be say Dominic Ayini doctor attorney general and the minister of defense and I say with an so still no so and I say no kra nyam ni say obi o parliament wo ono kra ka ho bi obi wetima ka no kra pa nye ono Dr. Ibrahim Muntala Mohammed, the Tamil Central MP, and a Minister of Environment. Was it Papa no just do children too? Oh, yeah, no, I can't no baby. Oh, yeah, no, I can't no baby. And it's a more video be more video be that more video be say Papa no say no kasa. See ya not here, and yet just speech be like no Mickey. Now true. Opo be a very truthful person, very honest. Very faithful. Papa, a friend, Dr. Ibrahim Muntala Mohammed.
And to be honest and straightforward, he was one of them. Not only was he this is really very difficult. You know, in our politics, integrity is a very rare commodity. Extremely well. But this young man had it all. He loved this country. He loved the NDC as a political tradition. He spoke true to power, and that is what we need. And Ghana has not only lost a rare commodity in our politics, in the person of the Honorable Muntala, but only someone who is also at the same time very patriotic. And for me, it was his commitment to do the right thing that stands out very clearly for me. Anytime he rose on his feet, he took on the system and made sure that he spoke his mind on every aspect. I remember distinctly at caucus meetings, he would storm out because he thought that we're on the wrong path. And many times, I agreed with him. Sometimes we'll go back and listen to what he said, and we'll realize that he was telling us the truth. So for me, it is extremely difficult to think of a situation where I will no longer hear his voice in Parliament. But I'm very sure that he has left, even in this short political career, the Honorable Muntala Mohammed has left an indelible mark. And I'm just hoping that as we go along, we will continue to bear in mind some of the things that he fought for and then continue from there. As I said, he was a rare person in our politics because of the fact that he exuded integrity and honesty in everything that he did. And I'm sure you in the media would bear witnesses to that, because he was always, on air, and I mean, definitely not, there were no holds barred in terms of what he had to say, in terms of the expression of his opinion. So I'm sorry that I could not compose myself, but I hope you understand. I hope, in my culture, a man is not supposed to.
Sa video krona maybe but watch the we. Honorable Mutaka na all kasa. E dey for politicians. The entire sometimes they be corrupt. Also onye perfect, we jitum so onye perfect. But they be or trying the best. So be dey obetimi as stay out of trouble. Osi ni colleagues kro mo parliament nim so onni bi. Omo ya aware. But sometimes o colleagues na bi kro bu animtia. Disrespect eba because uliska. It does not matter say all obi nemo ko okrom. Ema who develop your constituency. It does not matter. Say oh yeah there yeah near your papa. All that matters is say who have 3-4 houses. Who have it see. And without you having it, war colleagues is disrespectful. Also be MP say kin krom ewie pe. Obusia for automatically o expect say obehwe omo. Meanwhile, say o hwe wo salary. Now ka say o de behwe obusia for ni na. Enuru be bia. O mobra. But they think and believe say you must even be corrupt. You must steal. It is one we are going to more these are the challenges I push a lot of politicians to think say look, enough is enough. Let me also do what they are doing. But ono there, when him say sikabia no be dibia. Na Allah ebe busano ewa temuda. For that reason, ni salary nkwana isika na neseka.
If you are an MP, wallahi, and you take a dime on that constituency and chop it on the day of judgment, you will account to the people. You will. And that is one thing many politicians are not aware of. If you take a dime that belongs to the state or the constituency on the day of judgment, you will account to every single individual who lives in that country or who lives in that constituency. Will you be able to justify this in the sight of Allah? Will you be able to do that? The challenges confronting us in this country is corruption. The challenges. I'm not a saint, but at least you do your possible best to avoid it. I don't have money. What I have, what I get is my salary. And wallahi, not a dime of Tamale Central has ever touched my tongue or bought a book for my son or my daughter. Because I know that I will account for it. And our society today, if you don't have money, you have no value in our society. The moment you are given appointment, your family thinks that their lives have changed. The moment you have a small opportunity, people think that you must provide. If you don't have, they disrespect you. And that has pushed several politicians to engage in corruption. That pushed people. And I am particularly worried. I am worried for myself as a Muslim. And I'm worried because which have I spent that I didn't need to spend? Which have I spent inadvertently or unknowingly that I shall account for it? That should be a profound worry. That should be a worry to everybody. But we don't seem to care. They don't respect you. Even your colleagues won't value you because they think that you don't have the money they have in this country. There are politicians who could not even rent a room. And then they are busy putting up skyscrapers. Haven't they been told about the death of other politicians? Haven't they been told that there are politicians who had it all and they are no more? That is something that is profound heavy on me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to play saint. Wallahi, Allah will bear me witness. Whatever I say genuinely. How long would you be a leader? President Rawlings had unlimited power. He's gone. President Kufuor came, had power. He's gone. President Mills came, unfortunately by Allah's will, he's gone. President Mahama came, he's gone. Dr. Baumia came, he's going in 2024. Everybody will go.
Now, Sani Semi, Enema, Sakwadie, or be the Pombede. I call Twitter so no caption video. Said that phone is to come and say, I find it difficult to connect with my politicians, with any politicians, because of the general perception that most of them have created among the public. It is sad that it took such a tragic incident for me to come across this footage of Honorable Muntala Mohammed. May his soul rest in peace. This message is powerful and deserves to be shared. Sakode asimo kafa Honorable Muntala Mohammed. The message na okasatia corruption. Obi say such a gentle soul. Obi anka President John Dramani Mahama anka pa even they replacing the pioneer to end corruption once and for all. We heard John Evans Atamis. The video now here in report ano na okashe port and harbor for say hey any custom for no say we be adwuma 1 year pe wasifi adwuma pen na wagan it ndi 1 year esifie 4-5 bedroom house kakraka si ho de moye no yehu nyame ehu na enche obedi sani wo moso that heartfelt commentary no make you know and the Ghana for the boni na che na say na economy ni nkoye say they don't say no. The man is passionately, dedicatedly, and committed to Ghana. John Dramani Mama by in 7 months. The wire so far, I'm a Ghana forward, which you say, Sir Operation Recover All to the buyer. Interview your say, look, me John Dramani Mama, me say me interfere, security service BMO. The Mrano Sefatan be an for Nino. And the Kayese obia vehemently and the brace one and just any monoso or dear before Ebon na adwene corruption ho abra only the politicians in any case. Now one can be or say catch any nanko politicians or no one other parliament. Say ni pano nanka oba be president anka be pe. But you lose such a soul. Sakode say speech no air powerful. I say a shame will be any be no tea. Go okamba ku bi wo say ene uni sika yemu no me say nim say e awe ene unya ketwa wodi 21 there's a 2 months unhu no obebe fi no next time no treat best 300 ona automatically ona oyo maame ba favorite first so onu na wo maame mpena sem kra because too stubborn wo maame coins but odi bens ba yi musa no nya ne he anu afabusu afo take decision dey say twen no ye this consult no onso ni so akola keto be ko school wo be ba no fie no na iPhone 16 na ekuta no e maame ntimi musa so nya ne he obewie no na the phone no e ho adwaman a odi bo enya adwaman ketwa and so we ni na esisi a esika ya push e ho ase ene obi ni sika onye ya damfo because me here mo anu me kubusa na oni bi na no be dai madamfo ene se uye papa ma obi se watam wasi niema oyi akoto abra nsuo to wasi ko jane bebi wako jane bebi wonya asem wabo na aka bia ma no ohia obi ene na di nko woni ni na yehu se ya papa ni na ye se odi sika hye misem ene me das na ya hunkon because ene wa papa nti ne sa na aka iskasem na osi sa mentality no sa attitude no ana ye de brebre ne du parliamenta ne na eda na aponfo no ne awie na mo ana mo bre nti message ye message a se wo bi wo kan bi wo hwe bi hwe ni ye so pa ebia na beboa wo ama amerika tuo na wutu abrabom no bebia wonam na enye na chenchina atwan sigara na ope no awela sema na ankwanoma uba be ye bi umre so a ede a wekọ bekuja no ho umfa hwe nko saska na opegidigde no ene Honorable Muntala Mohammed so wo fie 5 a kwan ya fa e fa so kusie no kwan ya fa so fa na mu koko sack koko bottle me de e fa look at how painful it is. Look at how painful it is. Okaso wo feel oja hoko into the message o kan e de kire me ene wo say look sikasem gidi fa kwan paso pe no enye ne do obenya ene mu asere mu oni age dem kakra ne wono kure enu peace of mind awo ene bebo for comments eto comment section na say say ene message in fast account can you from today take the message into heart and live by it I want to know. Because today I want to live by the message. Shema unya ehubi. Now honestly share na adwene or comment section as can they live by this message of the late Honorable Muntala Mohammed? We are subscribing, and like it. Hit notification button on. Way a naked truth. Our Oldboga Trends. Bye bye.